with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Thanks to Twitch and the bounty board system, we are currently playing this game. They have provided the key for me, and this hour portion of the stream will be sponsored by Twitch. So thank you to Twitch, and thank you to Versus Evil, both, for this opportunity to have a sponsored game. So yeah, this is Pillars of Eternity Deadfire. It is, I believe, it's like an RPG, very story-filled type game. I think we tried to play another version of the game with Tintin and Dangledoo and Puka not that long ago, but here we are. We're going to be trying this for at least an hour, so let's go ahead. It's very story heavy, so I'm going to try to have some voice stuff in there, but I can't guarantee that my voice will be very good. Enjoy the story. Relax difficulty for players who are new to real-time with pause combat, or who find classic difficulty a little too challenging. Classic difficulty for people who want Deadfire standard combat challenge. Yeah, whatever, standard. Trials of Iron, expert mode. Oh, I forgot. Check the options. Auto pause. I don't know. I don't know how this game works yet. Windowed mode. Fine. Graphics quality high. 4. I don't know what that means. I need to look up what this means. Set this option to 1 for best performance. So I'm assuming 4 is the strongest. Max frame rate. Wait, I said high. Oh, I can't. What? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't let me do high and 4. Whatever. That's fine. Graphics, sound, controls. We're using mouse and keyboard. Interface. I don't know what this means. Oh, this is the HUD. Mod manager. Next is mods. Oh, you can add like straight up mods. Full complete constellation. I don't know what that is. Options, game, quest updates. I don't know. Alright. New game, classic. Let's start. Obsidian Entertainment presents Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Isn't a Deadfire just not fire at all? Think emoji. How can a fire be dead?
Aora.
Oh good,
A
I don't have to
world
do it.
where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, You confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
I'm assuming that this is like the first game. And it's like telling me the story of the first game. And now we're here. Last time on Pillars of Eternity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
His voice sounds familiar.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Now I remember being here. Hey Teddy-on, good to see you. Oh hey.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher, you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
I want to go back. What was the other way? This is where everybody's going. You never want to go where everybody's going. So you know it's a trap. Where's the run button? Can I run, please? Oh no, it's a dead end. I can't scroll past this. Dang it. Dagnabbit game. Could have told me. Been a whole year since he's been a part of the lazy crew, Teddy-on. Back in Friday the 13th days. Back in those days. We were just a young pup. I need to make LazyBot not respond to follow age. 3 years, 22 weeks.
What is a god? Hmm?
But
A higher power.
pile
A
of...
rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked.
What is a god?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Yeah, the Lazeni were reset.
And did you ever consider that these were
With
things
no way to
you were
recover
never
it.
meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
Yeah. I told everybody it was in beta.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
Come. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know you like that, lady.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
Across his visage.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Can I not talk to this guy? Guess not. Oh, the Lazanis are gone. Yeah, that means you can actually beat up Esh. She used to have top Lazeni. Now you guys can beat her up.
Please.
She doesn't chat anymore. Sit, please. Click on the highlighted object. It's on basic interaction. Doors open, close, locked objects, unlock items. Okay. Alright. Okay, alright.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Arrange them to fit what you remember. Pillars of Eternity 1 history. I don't have a Pillars of Eternity 1 history. Import Pillars of Eternity 1 save. Use selected history. Let's see if I played 1. Everything bad, Keeper Secrets, Dark Times, Survival of the Fittest, Fair and Balanced. It was a benevolent soul. I guess, I don't know. You were kind and merciful to people you encountered, sympathetic to their pain, and charitable to those who needed help. Most other choices were judicious and balanced, tempered by rational thought and fairness rather than sympathy or emotion. No, that's not me. You had pledged to Galwain. Most other choices were made to strengthen you and your allies while punishing and weakening your enemies. Maybe. Dark times. You co-signed the souls of Hallborn to oblivion as you had pledged to Reimgarland. You left the wake of physical destruction and spiritual annihilation wherever you went, seeking to bring a final end to all things. Keeper of secrets, the Pillar of Eternity, in Pillars, and you pledged to co-sign the souls of Hallborn to oblivion as Ramai requested. But you ultimately gave the souls to Wodica. You supported maintaining the god's secret as well as your own. Everything bad. You did everything wrong. You pledged to do the bidding of every god and then scattered the souls of the Hallborn to a random location. You got every companion killed. You got the worst outcome for every quest. If there is a mistake you could have made while still resolving the Hallborn crisis, you made it. Not suggested for new players. That was a benevolent soul.
Does everything appear to be in order?
Yeah, I guess.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bareth. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
Yes, in the Hall of Stars, the Twin Elms. I spoke with other gods in the Hall of Stars and pledged ones I don't remember.
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower. The gods' constellations are arrayed around it in the sky. You remember now.
No, I don't.
The Hall of Stars in Twin Elms.
No.
You spoke with the gods.
I don't. You can't tell me what I remember. I don't remember because it didn't happen.
You came to that tower seeking our aid. You chose to pledge your services to other gods. Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than a pledge broken.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you.
Oh.
The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this, we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Am I dead? Why don't you do it yourself? I'm not going anywhere near that thing again. Am I dead?
But neither is your body truly alive.
We're in the in-between.
Breath, your heart pumps blood.
She just said this.
But your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Well, I'd like to find him. As much as you would. He destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it. I've had enough of dealing with the gods, all of you. Why should I care about any of this? Then let's get on with it. It doesn't matter how much you threaten me, I'm not doing it. Well, I'd like to find him as much as you. He destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands. Their souls remain in Aethys still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
What's the wheel? What's the wheel? I mean, I guess... Then let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life and death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
A woman's role at Eoria is largely dependent on where she is from. In all societies, as exception to the rule, the woman can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. The place of men in society varies from culture to found in a variety of stations and professions. Whatever, I'm a guy. Class selection. Next. Humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Dire Wood, the Adire Empire, Old Valia, and the Valian Republic, though not as large as the towering Awa. Humans are known for their strength and willpower, might and resolve. And Orlan Orlan are the smallest of the Keith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable are their large ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies. Orlans are commonly found in the Irglandfath and Ixmitzel plains, and parts of the Direwood. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. Less might, perception. What's perception? Perception contributes to accuracy and reflects defense. Perception represents the character or senses as well as instinctive ability to pick up on details such as detecting a trap or a hidden object. Resolve is towards hostile. Will and might. Godlike. Ooh. The godlike are children of the Keith civilized races, who have been blessed with the physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms, and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical for godlike, and unable to wear protective headgear, as it's near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed and feared. Often viewed with fear and wonder, dexterity and intellect. Hold on. My chatty froze, so I'm not seeing anybody's chat at the moment. Sorry to ruin the moment. Gosh dang it, Chatty. Dag nabbit. Chatty. Why you gotta do this to me? I'm opening up chat again. Hopefully. Yeah, it's starting to open up. Alright. Let's continue. Elves are a dominant race in Ire. Glanfeth the White that wins and are extremely common in the Direwood and Adir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence as well as commonly isolationist nature. Dexterity, action speed, spells, with all spells, counter to reflect, defense. What was intellect? Intellect attributes to the will, defense, and influences duration and area effect of all abilities. It represents the character's logic, reasoning, and deduction capabilities. Dwarf. Less dexterity, more might, and more constitution. Constitution is health and fortitude. Defense represents a combination of character, overall health, and stamina. By virtue of the land covered and numbers of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Direwood, the Valiant Republics, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. The Maora. These guys are huge. The mighty Amaua are the largest of the Keith races and are commonly found in or near the oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilians, such as Arautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. I think I'm gonna go with the godlike. Seems like they use magic, and I want to go magic. I like magic. I'm a liker of magic. Man, he's huge compared to all the other ones. Compared to this guy, he's like almost double the size. Alright, next. It's nature godlike, moon godlike, fire godlike, and death godlike. Nature godlikes appear to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, and fungi. This led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. Many Druidic orders have a keen interest in nature godlike because of their general curiosity as to how souls occupy animals, plants, and stones. Dexterity, intellect, wellspring of life. The souls of a nature godlike responds powerfully to inspiration. While a nature godlike is under the effects of any might, constitution, or dexterity inspiration, they benefit from an increased power level. Moon godlike. Ooh. Moon godlikes are the most tolerated of the godlike. While their skin tone and a large moon-like growth on their forehead may be strange to some, their appearances are generally considered more palatable by the other Keith. Sailors have many beliefs about the moon godlike and their propensity to bring luck, though there is little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring. Silvertide, the soul of all moon godlike, are connected to reserves of healing energy. In combat, the first time a moon godlike is hurt, bloodied, or near death, they will automatically generate a wave of healing around themselves. I might go with that one. Fire godlike. The bodies of the fire godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt wood, or stone, with harmless flames that erupt from the cracks in their skin. Fire godlike are objects of both reverence and fear in the Deadfire archipelago. Many locals believe they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one will cause a volcano to awaken. In the dire wood, fire godlike are often seen as a sign of a blessing of Magdren, goddess of war and fire. Battleforged. When fire godlikes are bloodied or near death, their bodies harden, granting additional armor rating, and their souls lash out at attackers, causing burn damage to anyone who hits them in melee. Ashen skin. Fire godlike skin is naturally resistant to burn damage. Death godlike. Ooh. That looks disgusting. Death godlikes are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growth covers their eyes, or in some cases, entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. The growth are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. Death godlikes are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them to be harbingers of doom. Death godlike seem to have an innate sense for the vulnerability of their enemies as death approaches. Against all targets that are near death, death godlikes gain increased damage. Palette fade. Death godlikes gain increased power level when they are near death. I like the moon godlike the most. The death godlike looks cool. The fire godlike seems like it would be the best one to use. And nature godlike's like, okay. I want the moon. Hey Maddie, welcome back. You really like this game? It seems good so far. Thanks. Body type. I can change my body type of the godlike. I can be an Orlean. Ha! I can be a mini godlike. But
Meh.
my head isn't the right size to be this small. The human godlike seems like the right one. I think I'd go with elf godlike though. I don't like the dwarf godlike. I'm gonna go with elf. Would you like to make a single class or multi-class character? Single class are entirely focused on their chosen class. They gain access to higher level powers more quickly. Multi-class characters can select powers from 2 classes, but gain access to higher level powers more slowly. You cannot access their class's highest level power. Multi-class characters are not recommended for new players. I'll go with single class. Barbarian. Let's read. Major role crowd control, minor role defender. Resource rage. Barbarian's ability require and consume range on use. Outside of combat, a barbarian's rage is restored, ready to be used on the next encounter. Brute madmen berserkers. Though city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect, these rural warriors are respected by their communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures. But in many places, the undisciplined, fearless style of barbarians is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Intimidate, survival, athletics, stealth, and history. Intimidate through physical imposition, raw intensity, and overt threats. Intimidate allows characters to leave onlookers shaken and cowed. Though not everyone responds well to intimidation, it can be used as an effective tool of persuasion. Survival. Survival can be used in conversations and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. Adventuring is tiring work. Athletics. In addition to hazard and mortal, adventures have walls to climb, rivers to cross, pits to leap over. Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost health. A high athletics score increases the effects of second wind. In conversations and scripted interactions, athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. History. A broad skill, history covers the commonly accepted narrative of Eora's civilization and how they come to be. As this skill draws from many sources, a measure of folklore has been woven into many stories. Did I play the first one? No, I have not. I don't think so anyways. Or is it just me? Support crowd control. Chanter. My opinion, no spoilers, is that some multi-class are amazing, and some others I feel like I won't even use the second class here. If any questions related to the first, let me know. I'll give you a light without spoilers. Thank you, Kaishi. I appreciate it. I would like to be some sort of voice acting. I like to do more voice acting if whenever possible. Maddie. Let's see. Chanter. In the culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Their hallowed phrases stir the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just a time-honored part of local folk tradition. They have bluff. Bluff is all but the most honest adventurers find it useful to stretch the truth on occasion. Unscrupulous denial, feigned ignorance, gross exaggeration, and bald-faced lying are all covered by this skill. History. We read the Arcana. Arcana covers knowledge of all things magical that do not deal with metaphysics. In combat, it can be used to increase the power level of scrolls. Sleight of hand. Whether you want to lift a few coins from an unsuspecting mark, or plant incriminating evidence, or worse, on an enemy, sleight of hand can get the job done without drawing suspicion. Diplomacy. Diplomacy can be used to negotiate rational and reasonable resolutions to difficult situations. It stresses patience, respect, and sensitivity, and may therefore be despised by a rough edge of Eorian societies. I might go with Enchanter. The Cipher, crowd control, and Striker. Support, crowd control. Phrases? Phrases. Chanter invocates, requires, and consumes phrases on use. Phrases are generated by only during combat as the chanter coalesces the tiny spirit fragments through chanting. I see. Cipher. Focus. Cipher powers required to consume. Focus on use. Cipher begins combat with some focus and builds additional focus by dealing damage with their weapon. A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach. Ciphers were once called brigands, mind hunters, by the Galafians. Ciphers have the ability to direct contact and manipulate other persons' souls and psyche, using an ally or enemy's essence as the focus of their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of the technique have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted simply by the uneducated. Insight conversations can be difficult to navigate. People may be evasive, lying, frightened, or preoccupied with other matters. Insight is used to empathize with someone and understand their underlying emotions and motivations. Metaphysics, a young field of knowledge. Metaphysics deals with animacy, Adra, the wheel, the in-between, the beyond, and all mysteries of the soul. Sleight of hand, mechanics. Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining their resources and injuring or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an unforeseen floor plate. The mechanics skill makes it easier to open locks and disarm traps. Additionally, any characters can use the mechanic skill to place traps of their own. The higher the mechanic skill, the more accurate the trap. In conversation, the scripted interactions, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of mechanics. Bluff. All but the most honest adventurer find it useful to stretch out the truth. Well, I already read that. Hold on, I didn't really understand this. Oh, additionally, a character can use mechanic skills to place traps of their own. Higher mechanic skills is more accurate with the trap. The conversation and scripted interactions, mechanic can advocate, disable, variety of machines. Man, there's a lot of words. Crowd control, support, and striker. Nature spells for Druid. Druid has a limited number of spells to use in combat for each spell level. Outside of combat, a Druid spell's uses are restored, ready to use when used in the next encounter. Animist of Heart. Druids tap into the spiritual power that flows through the simple living things of Eora. plants, animals, and sometimes even living stone. While not necessarily religious, druids do not have a reverence for the natural world and a keen interest in understanding its mysteries. In most cultures, druids are understood as a sort of primal magician, but among the Galafistans, Nasiteki, and many rural cultures, they may have high portions of influence and authority. Explosives. The explosives improve the accuracy, damage, and effectiveness of bombs, noisemakers, and similar devices. Alchemy. Alchemy deals with the natural and supernatural properties of a plant, body parts, and gemstones. It affects the use of all drug, poisons, and antidotes, generally increasing potency and duration of effects. Religion. Religion covers both the theological concerns of Eoria's various religions, as well as popular beliefs, saint cults, and religious organizations in the world. A fighter. He's a defender and a striker. Discipline. Oh yeah, I didn't read. Nature spells. Discipline. Fighter's ability required to consume discipline on use. Outside of combat of fighters, discipline is restored, ready to use in the next encounter. Fighters form the front line of the disciplined armies across the Eastern Reach, though they are most commonly found in cultures with an organized material structure. Fighters can also be encountered as wandering mercenaries, bodyguards, and other types of sellswords. The common element that unifies fighters is their heavy focus on endurance and melee defense. Are like North American Indians of sorts? I see. Their survival, intimidate, streetwise. Streetwise covers the basic rule of survival one learns from the street and back alleys of major cities. It includes urban readiness, as well as an appropriate etiquette for dealing with unsavory types. Athletics and explosives. Monk, striker and defender. Wounds, resource wounds. Some monks' ability required to consume wounds on use. A monk typically begins with no wounds until they have received enough damage to generate a wound. Certain monk subclasses may alter this rule. Secondary resource, mortification. Some monks' ability required to consume mortification on use. Outside of combat, a monk's mortification is restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. Monks belong to a variety of fighting orders that have sprung in Ixamiatl and the eastern reaches over the past few centuries. While many monastic orders can trace their teachings to the enduring founder, Teltak individual organizations vary greatly in their focus, morality, and ethics. Common folk respect the incredible discipline of monks, but see them as an odd, unpredictable bunch who may not be entirely sane. Even mercenaries and other adventurers aren't sure what to make of them. Religion, insight, conversions can be difficult to navigate. People may be evasive, blah, blah, blah. I know that one. Alright. Paladin, support, defender, zeal. Paladin's ability to require to consume zeal on use outside of combat. The Paladin's zeal is restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. Paladins are martial zealots, devoted to a god, a ruler of even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. amongst those aligned to their worldview. Paladins are viewed with respect and admiration. If a bit of fear, many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and merciful companies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticisms often overrule the chain of command and common sense. Diplomacy, Arcana, kind of covers knowledge and magical. Okay. Priest. Role of support, faith spells. Priests have a limited number of spells used in combat. For each spell, outside of combat, the priest spells are restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. Priests are devotes of Ioria deities and practitioners of religious magic. While all priests dedicate themselves to specific gods, priest power is actually derived from their personal beliefs. In contrast to most paladins, priests tend to focus on philosophy, teachings, and the relationship of religion organizations with the common folk. Their reception of priests in any given part of the world depends largely on how their god is revered, or reviled by the people who live there. History, religion, Ranger. Bond, striker, defender. Rangers are warriors of the woodlands and master of the hunt, always partner with soul-bonded animal companions. They can be found in the wild spaces all over the world, as their lifestyle often tends towards independence and isolation. It is rare for rangers to become an integral part of the large fighting force, though they are often employed as scouts and guides. Oh, they have stealth. Stealth allows a character of any class to attempt to avoid being seen or heard. It is used automatically whenever a character is in stealth mode. The higher the character's stealth skill, the closer they can get to the enemy before being detected. Cool. Rogue. This has everything we've already read. He's a striker and has Guile. Guile is ability requires and consumes Guile on use. Outside of combat, the Guile is restored, ready to be used in your next encounter. Alright. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for their brutality of their attacks. They can be found as often in dark back alleys as the heart of battlefield skirmishes. Though unpredictable and undisciplined, rogues are commonly used as shock troops or as part of a surprise assault. Their withering attacks break enemy ranks and morale. Rogues tend to congregate in large numbers in cities where they can be steadily employed as mercenaries or hired muscle. Wizard, that's probably what I'm gonna be. Striker and crowd control. Arcane spells. Wizards have a limited number of spells to use in combat for each level. Outside of combat, the spells are restored. The Master and Academic Magic. Wizards are students of the arcane traditions that stretch back beyond the boundaries of recorded history. Wizards are a highly organized group, often forming academies or guilds devoted to research and development in the magical studies, and tend to favor environments where inquiry, experimentation, debate, and dissemination of knowledge are encouraged. Many accomplished wizards eventually become known for their eccentricity, their egos, and their unquenchable interest in all things arcane and occult. We have insight, metamorphics, explosion, arcana, and history. Yeah, this is what I want. Oh, I could preview their ability tree? Oh my goodness, this is complicated and I'll never be able to... I'll never be able to choose a class if I look at all this. I'm just gonna go with wizard. How do I go back? Wizard's a safe choice. I can't click back. Oh, there it goes. Preview. That looks less complicated. Ranger. Priest. Paladin. Monk. Fighter. Druid. Cipher. Chanter. Barbarian. Yeah, we're going with wizard. So level up, you see, like, it's really simple, but choosing took me a while too. Subclass. No subclass. Choose to have no subclass and therefore incur neither additional class benefits nor penalties. Conjurer. Conjurer specializes in spells that summon weapons or physical objects, but are unable to cast evocation or illusion spells. Bonus. Gain increased power level with conjuration spells. Gain Conjure Familiar. Spells summon a helpful creature to aid the wizard. Familiars are poor at combat but provide passive bonus to their master. Penalty: lose access to spells from evocation and illusion schools. Increase recovery time for the wizard spells not in the conjuration school. Enchanter. Enchanter focuses on magic that bedazzles and confuses foes, but are unable to cast illusion and transmutation spells. Gain increased power level for enchanting spells. Gain free action passive once per encounter. When a wizard is affected by a dexterity affliction, they will clear that effect and become temporarily immune to dexterity affliction. Penalty: loses the spells for illusion and increases recovery for everything else. Evoker. Destructive energy and are able to cast transmutation. Evocation. Small chance of double cast, reapplying their damage and effect to the target again, instantly. Penalty, blah blah blah. Illusionist. Master disguise, conceal. Gain reflective mirror. Passive once per encounter. When attacked, automatically stop. Penalty. Transmuter. Transmuter excels at all magic that alters the wizard and their enemies but are unusable. The form of Fearsome Brute spell transforms the wizard into an ogre. While in this form, spells are disabled, but physical attributes are increased. Lose access to spells from enchanting and evocation. Increase the wizard for anything else. I think I'm gonna go with no subclass. Because I don't know what I like. So yeah, I think that's probably the safer choice, because then I might get something I really like and like, oh man, it's in this. Well, I can't use it now because it's in this other subclass. Or it's not as good now because it's in this other subclass. Initial abilities. Ghost Blades. Calls a field of unearthly blades in existence, inflicting immediate slash or pierce damage on hobbling enemies. Oh wait. So I can choose only one of these? Conceal a heart. So jolting touch, electricity, transmute. Got some crick, target, two foes. Well, electricity jumps from the caster to the nearest enemy and then to the nearest, causing a decrease in amount of shock damage. Coats the ground in slick oil substance. Used prone on anyone in the area. Blindly white. Summons a multiple unerring spell. Crush or corrode. Man, I'll never get anything done. I'm literally about to finish my hour of streaming this game and we haven't gotten into the main game yet. We've just been making the character. Well, we did the intro part too. I'll play a little bit longer past the hour. In fact, I think we already did hit our hour. Yeah, we've hit our hour of streaming this game. Our sponsored hour is over. I'm still making the thing. Which is to say in itself that this game is really detailed. Which is a good thing. Overwhelm anyone with the area effect, the brilliant blah 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 blah. Should I just stick with Ghost Blades? I feel like that would be the right thing to choose. Slash. Pierce, damaging, hobbling enemies. Creates a glowing quarterly staff. The wizard's hands imbued with negative energy. A successful strike with the staff siphons health for the wizard. That one also seems like it'd be a good idea to start out with. Grasp. The caster becomes as cold as freeze. Touch. Does freeze damage to a target and reduces its accuracy. Powers the caster to unnatural speed. Spirit Shield, Eldritch Aim, Fan of Flames, creates a cone of fire. I don't like fire in this game. I think I remember not liking fire ever. Makes a duplicate caster distract enemies. Thrust of Tattered Veil, a quick thrust of magical force dealing damage capable of piercing through the veil. This attack cannot miss and is reliable to interrupt. That one seems like it would be really good. Like that's the one I probably want to use. Summons multiple honors missiles that batter the target, inflicting crush and corrode. That one too. Range. This one seems better just because it has more range. And multiple hits. And there's Ghost Blades. 5 meters. I'm gonna go with this one. Recovery time 4 seconds, cast time 5. Recovery time 4 seconds, cast time 3. Yeah. Let's go with this one. Alright, next. 15 skill points. To do what we will. Resolve contributes towards reducing hostile effects during intellect. Intellect contributes to the will, defense, influence. Its abilities, it represents the character's logic, reasoning, and deduction. Highly recommended for wizard. I mean, if it's highly recommended, I might as well max it out. Hey, I can't max it out! Game cheats. Doesn't let me max it out. I can only increase it by so much. That's not fair. Then I'll just put it at 15, no? Wouldn't that be what I would want? Highly recommended for a wizard? Why is this one highly recommended for a wizard? Constitution. Resolve. Plus. Wait, what? Wait, area effect, ability duration. What actually affects my damage? I'm assuming it might. It contributes to damage. Alright, yeah. So it is might. Okay, I guess. Lots of might and lots of intellect. Barely resolved. Although I think I want to take away one of something. Give me that resolve point to be average at least. 16, 17, Constitution. I mean, I'm a wizard, I don't need health. No, but I want that average. Alright, we can do this. More? Doesn't matter where I'm from. I can either go for the might or the intellect. Although we can get maxed out intellect if we take 2 points from something else. Or max out might even. Defense influences area of effect abilities. It represents characters' logic, reasoning, and deduction capabilities. 90% area effect. But I want more damage, so I want more might, right? Oh, but I can't max that out. At least not with... then there's no point. I wanted to max it out. Unless there's more things that I can add might with. Alright, let's read. The Adir Empire is one of the most prominent old empires in the West. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. The nation of the Adir is at its heart the House of Majority, and its human elven populace. Adir was once a powerful colonial force, but the loss of Radix and Dire would reduce its stature. Adrians are common in the eastern reach, but rare in the Deadfire archipelago. Resolve +1. The Deadfire archipelago marks the eastern edge of the known world, dominantly populated by the island Amureva, who make up the tribes of the Hona. The chains of the hundreds of islands span thousands of miles. The Deadfire contain myriad climates and biomes that are home and bewildering array of creatures, and last century has brought ambitious colonial traders, explorers, and pirates to the Deadfire, but travel east of the archipelago is blocked by the destructive storms of Undermore. The legend of the Hona speak of the ancient cataclysms and devastate their people thousands of years ago. Details of this events have been lost to time, but Hoana storytellers claim that it destroyed everything they had built, sinking even the greatest of their cities beneath the waves. Okay, I'm not reading all this. I'm just gonna skim through it. But Ratatouille. The living lands of the Mosesians, a large northern island renowned for the diversity of the plants and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and the ecosystem very dramatic. From the valley, the living lands are home to the assortment of races and varied the colonial and independent settlements. Perception. I'm gonna go with, I guess, intellect. No, might. Let's go with might. Home to the assortment of races. Oh my gosh! There's so much! I'm a scientist. The rule that governs the world are set to can make, formulate, and awaiting discoveries to manipulate. Explosive, metaphysics, arcana. Maybe. You have traded goods for all over the world, pairing items with buyers of all kinds. Streetwise, bluff, and diplomacy. Mercenary. Streetwise, intimidate. Labor, athletics, +2. Driver, explorer. Survivor, diplomacy, history. Drifter, sleight of hand, buff, streetwise. Colonist, survival. Okay, we're going with this one for more arcana. My weapons. Available weapon types. I will use... Where's my staff? Are there no staffs? Gosh dang it. Magical implements. Right click. The wand, accuracy, deflection. The wands are the smallest of the magical implements and are usually made from wood or bone. They are not as innately powerful as scepters and rods, but they can hurl bolts and arcane energy more quickly. Rods are the largest of the magical implements and can be distinguished from wands and scepters by the heads of each end. Rods focus on the release more soul energy than wands and scepters. This attribute makes their blows more powerful, but they recharge and fire more slowly. Scepters are the most imperious looking implement and are often favored wizards for this reason. Like rods, they have flexible damage types. Blast, interfering barrage. Greater energy, slowing the wielder's recovery, but hitting enemies around the target. Channeling excessive energy through the scepter hurts the wielder with each attack, but increases damage. Let's go with that one. And I wonder if any of the shields are decent for me. I don't know, I might go with the wand. There's no penalty for using a weapon without the corresponding proficiency. A character who is not proficient in a weapon only loses access to modal abilities. Modal abilities are the ones that turned on and off, set in different modes, blah blah blah. Whatever, I'm gonna be proficient in these two. Magic. Ah! A portrait. Alright, why do they give me the choice of being all these things? Shouldn't they just make me the moon tonight? think I'll be that one. Colors. Oh. Skin. I don't have any choice in skin. I have to be that skin color. Hair color. My eyes. Can't even see my eyes. Blue, 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 and more blue. And maybe blue. Oh, well, we can be blue. Alright, let's go blue. Yeah, blue. Blue it is. Alright, then blue. I want a blue shirt and green pants. I'm blue, I will pee, I will die, and I will pee more. I look more like this guy. Head. Maybe I can change my head. Oh, yeah. I can only have 2 choices though. I can do that one. That means I'm this guy. My portrait looks nothing like him. Whatever. My head, and then my hair. Can we zoom in on the face, for favor? Bald man. That doesn't look bad. That looks atrocious. Who hurt you? This one doesn't look bad. Who hurt you? God. Yeah, looks pretty bad. This looks emo. Who told you this looks okay? Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with this one. No. This one probably. Unless there's more? No. Seems like the only... nah. Hairstyle and mods to unlock the full palette on every race. Yeah, there's... I saw that it has a mod thing, but I didn't go to it. I didn't download it before trying the game. Voice!
Nothing will slip past me. Yeah? I'll lead
Ooh.
death to our enemies.
How does this sound penisy?
I'll go on ahead. Just say the word. I'll lead the way. Time to see and not be seen.
I can barely hear your voice over the music. Could you speak up?
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. I've got this. After him. My eyes are peeled. Yeah. I've got this. Let's go. Quickly and quietly. Yeah.
Not a sound. What can I do? I'm flattered.
Stand together. Let us end this. To whispers and shadows. Yes, I shall lead us. Finish them. Silence around me. Oh? I shall lead us.
I find it really funny that the quieter lines are louder than his yelling lines. I shall lead us. Get him!
Onward! Easy now. I'm here, leading the way. Charge!
Charge! Easy now. That doesn't make any sense.
The better part of valor. I'm here, leading the way.
Bring them down!
Well, now I am.
No prisoners!
Keeping an eye out.
Yes?
Now I am.
Show them how it's done!
Easy does it.
Yeah? I got this.
I'll teach you a lesson!
I'll take a peek.
Hey there. I got this.
Yeah!
I got this. I got this.
Let's go!
Keeping quiet. Huh? Follow me.
Yeah! Hurrah!
Steady does it. Huh? Follow me.
Yeah! Take them down!
Nice and slow.
Make it so I don't have a voice.
You'd better run!
Ready when you are.
Ah!
My eyes are peeled. Yeah? I've got this.
After him!
Time to see and not be seen. Yeah? I've got this.
Sure, feisty. Pose. Ew. Let's go on a quest. Let's do it. It's either gonna be stoic or roguish. No. Sassy. No. Stoic. Starbucks girl godlike. Let's go. Let's find our coffee. The quest to get my mocha frappuccino. I don't like stoic, but I also don't like heroic. Roguish? Maybe. Yeah, I guess roguish. This one is too sassy because he has his backhand on his hip. Oh, this one's just like, alright. Mochaccino too. Lazy Rico. I can't put a 1. What kind of game is this? Uninstall. Lazy Ronico. Unplayable. Laziest raw neck. Oh, laziest Roneko. There, it's a 2-parter. And I'll just get people to call me laziest. No, I'm gonna go Roneko. R1CO. Roneko. The Roneko. Roneko. Sure. Godlike. Alchemy, Arcana, Explosives, History, Insight, Metamorphosis. %, more damage. Healing, Fortitude. Alright. Sure, we'll do this. Hey, we did it.
Now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Coming at 2nd of August, really? Cool.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
Who are you? Requirement not met. Requirement not met. Philosopher, I need more insight for this. And I need religion. How are you feeling? Alive. I'm in a lot of pain. Weak. But I'm sure it will pass. Who are you? This is a result of choices you made in Pillars of Eternity. Sure.
Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response, he shrugs.
I'm the captain of this boat. And I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua. I was famous. And I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks and creeping out just about everyone who saw.
He holds up his hands with fingers curled to mimic claws.
You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked. Don't worry, it'll all come back.
Very funny. That doesn't sound right to me, really? I thought it was the other way around.
Well, maybe it was you who was going around being a creepy watcher. I get mixed up easily. But that fortress was mine. I remember that. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling? Sure.
Weak.
You've been out a long time.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cadnua.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And the further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Misfortunes brewing topside, we... Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
Indicates a nearby wardrobe. You're gonna have to... Oh. Is this for me? Weather Grimoire.
Alright, now make some use of it.
Grimoires are allow casters spells you have not learned yet. Okay, how to make use. Oh, I would like to use the rod, and I guess that goes on the offhand. That goes there. I'm a double clicker. I know what I'm doing. I double click and I win. 10 defense. Strange food provides sustenance, income through the goddess blessing. Do I need to use that? Or can I just use that later? It has 3 uses. I can just leave it for later. I can change my looks whenever I want. At least that part of my looks. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that is not permanent.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Whoa, they dropped the name Deadfire.
Well, what have we here?
What have we
Little
here?
sloop, lost and alone in the storm.
Lost and alone in the storm. A surely British-looking captain stands off in the back before his crew. He scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping as his ears are in the wind.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
The captain shrugs in sheeting rain before pinning you with a slow, murderous grin.
Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death.
Alright.
It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
There's no giving you the thing option. I was gonna be like, okay, you can have it. Mercenary, aristocrats. I don't have any quarrel with you. Why do you want my ship? Pirates? The storm's pretty loud. Did you say you're surrendering? How strange. I'm going to mount your skull in the cabin. Make a rude hand gesture. Attack. Fire all cannons. Aim at the mouthly one. The storm's pretty loud. Did you say you're surrendering? How strange.
And then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Aye, but the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin. You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade.
He grins to show crooked teeth.
Listen up, mates.
He cracks his neck as he addresses his crew.
I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners.
Don't!
None that are alive.
But don't! But don't!
You had bandwidth!
Alright. View combat introductions. Characters with a red circle in the circle are hostile to attack an enemy. Dispositions. Diplomatic. Seems okay. Alright. Here we go. Can I save? Hey, there's a save function. Cannot save one! Alright. Better have just saved automatically. Tell me, please. Alright. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna do it. Where are my actions? I have no idea where my actions are. Select. Attack. Yeah. So I'm gonna attack it. Don't I have magic? Message of heralds. Use your watcher's powers to gaze through the target's eyes deep into their soul, temporarily frightening them. It might be good because we have what? We have to deal with 3, 4. Alright. Oh, there's way more over there. Wonderful. Oh, Hey, the mods we wanted earlier are finished downloading. Whoopee. Is this our team? Yeah, that's our team.
Defend the ship!
Gosh dang it. I'm so confused. This plays a lot more like Diablo than that other game I was playing with 10. No, my body. You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm's picked up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to the rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. It misses you, but knocks Chit-Chupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chit-Chupek pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out to help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck. Ready to plunge overboard, you recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains the salvage of Caed Nua, your keep. I mean... You grab Chit-Chupek's arm, just as his grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspended over the rolling sea. And then, with a mighty tug, you pull him back onto the deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Caed Nua is gone. Chit-Chupek, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. You better have been worth it. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals the treacherous coastline and Ithoas striding into the distance. The Look barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle towards the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you towards the open sea. You kick a paddle, and all your might until at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Safe radius. Eater dead? I don't think he is. Some other guy died though. Seek out a means of repairing the ship. Explore the island.
Getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Eater runs his fingers through his hairs and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged in there. He examines it closely and then tosses it onto the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
He points at the Defiant, despite it being difficult to miss from your vantage point.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Eater nods towards something further up the beach.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
What happened? Where are we? I hate boats. Where are we? What happened?
Ran aground, looks like. Statue headed inland. Guess he had business here. Or he needed directions.
I do sense a few survivors close by. The rest... You could give them guidance, but they are beyond any other help. That is, assuming this experience has not diminished your abilities as a watcher. If you can see the souls of our dead and speak to them, it would be a great comfort.
fused better than I would have thought. We better go see if they're all right.
Can we patch up the ship? Shout, any help here? Bareth, Bareth, god of death. Cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability. The keeper of the cycle of death, life and death. Bareth is thought to seek to claim the lives of those who have lived past their time. According to folklore, Bareth is seen most often in the form of a pallid knight or the usher, two skeletal characters who lead such people to their deaths by way of challenge or trickery. Shout, can we patch things up? What do we do now? Let's get going. I'm actually curious of what this will do. Any help here, Bareth? There is no reply for the calling of gulls and the constant crash of the water upon the shore.
I'd shout for Aethys, but I'm worried he'd hear me and come over.
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance
Patch
in
up
that
the
regard.
ship.
And not to doubt Master Adair's capacity, but even he would need supplies.
It is.
That's true. Steak, especially.
Patching the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
My soul passed into the beyond, and Bareth gave me a choice. Find Aethys or die. Bareth has given me a sacred duty. I am to hunt Aethys for the other gods. It turns out the gods are too dumb to figure out what Aethys is doing, so they sent me back to figure it out. Squint dramatically while looking out at the ocean. I have returned as the Herald of Bareth. I am on a special mission to find Aethys and learn what his plans are. I kind of want to do that one.
Sure. I suppose if any mission could be considered special, it'd have to be this one.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, thanks. J key for quests. Thanks.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
And I have to do this on my own. Let's go. Choose a single class or multi-class for this companion. This choice cannot be changed later. A fighter, rogue, swashbuckler, rogue, or a fighter. Fighter would probably be better for what I'm my character. So yeah. Take that from me. Wait, who took what? Can't talk to their souls. Oh wait, there it goes. Hey there, buddy.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it. At least my leg don't hurt anymore.
Aw.
Hey, I'm see-through. Hope the rest of those sodden bastards make... At least my leg don't hurt anymore.
At least my leg don't hurt anymore. At least my leg don't hurt anymore. Hey, I'm see-through.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Thank you for the biddies, Everest. Appreciate it.
Help! Somebody!
Nani? Nani doshite? Konnichiwa? No speak the English. The Defiant is looking far worse for wear after its unexpected landfall. The hull has splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of your battle with the pirates. The deck and the Defiant is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be listing further. You may be able to climb up. Scale the hull by hand. Rope and grappling hook. Use your grappling hook. Stay put for now. Where was the... I heard the lady. Somewhere.
That order's too tall.
That order's too tall. Selecting character. How do I select the character? I didn't pay attention. That order's too tall.
Good thing I saw him first.
Suey! Suey!
Suey! You using a voice changer when you read the story narration? No. That is my own voice. And then I add an echo. Like that. Party gained 20 XP. Where's my loot? I didn't get any loot from that.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
The spirit's voice raps and shifts, muted as if by a great distance. Even so, he grins brightly at you.
I can't see much of anything, really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened?
The ship ran aground in the storm. You died. I'm afraid you didn't make it. Shoo, go to the light and all that. You didn't make it, you idiot. You're dead. I'm afraid you didn't make it.
It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you.
Bareth charged me with guiding souls to the afterlife, so I suppose you're my responsibility now. Too bad for you, I'm leaving. No, just kidding, I'm staying.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Come along then. If you must. Don't you dare. Come along then. Thanks for the follow, Everest. And thank you for the biddies. Really appreciate it as well. The spirit falls into step behind you, radiating cheer.
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
I suppose
Watcher,
so.
over here.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. What are you doing?
Of course.
How do I... Okay, there we go.
Didn't think death would be so boring.
How come not
Isn't
everyone...
there supposed to be a light?
Yeah,
There's nothing for miles. Didn't think death would be so boring.
aren't you supposed to follow me? Hello? Let's go.
Hey, I'm see-through.
Hey, I'm see-through. I guess we can... I want to try to jump on the ship, I guess. Scale the hull by hand. Athletic. Watcher only... Success. What? You climb nimbly up the side of the ship and reach the top without so much as breaking a sweat. Eder is not far behind, pulling himself up and over the railing beside you. I didn't realize I had any athletic. I think I just got lucky. What do you want, girl?
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought.
The sheen of sweat on her brow and the wan cast to her features bellies Rena's casually greeting.
It's my leg, Matiko. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Rena's leg bears a bloody gouge, long the length of her shin. The swelling around her knee suggests a nasty break. What happened? Have you seen anyone else? Craft a splint from the debris. Survival. I'll patch you up the best I can, but you won't stay off the leg. You'll want to stay off the leg as much as possible. Might? Athletics? Hang on, I'll carry you back down. You know, try to craft a splint.
I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita.
Rena watches you work with obvious relief. Once you're through, she gives a leg a tentative stretch.
It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima, have you found any of the others yet?
Not yet.
I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
A helping hand. I wonder if I should have carried her. I mean, either works, I guess. The other choice, she would have just went down anyway. And now she's actually more cared for.
Sure.
From the prow, the sandbar below seems deceptively close. Stay put for a second. Must be another reason to be up here, right? No? Alright, I guess we're going down. Hey, woo. Done recording stuff. What did you record?
There must be other survivors out there.
There must be other survivors. For a PB video, nice.
Is that you?
That you, Runico? Eld Ingram appears to be in sound condition, though his wax jacket is soaked through. He praises you with bleary-eyed amusement.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
Ingram's eye twitches as he flashes a smile, notably for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
The last Magranite to travel with me almost went mad because of his goddess's trials. Even the gods can't break me, Ingram. I have had enough of trials today.
Some others might think that blasphemy. But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire.
His eyes grow wide in excitement.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Vela rocks back on the heel of her feet, watching you both. You're still drunk, aren't you? Vela, don't let Ingram be a bad influence while I'm gone. Shouldn't you be helping? Any idea where I should start? I'll go see if I can find anyone else. Vela, don't let Ingram be a bad influence while I'm gone.
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Ingram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Ingram's thirsty too.
He absent-mindedly taps on his chest, near his heart, sounding the thunk of something metal beneath the priest's jacket.
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the Boars were hoping for easy meat.
Chip Tupek greets you with a relieved nod and checks the pistol of his hip. You're the guy I saved.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
So why are you out here? What happened? I'll look for Beadle. Get back to the beach. We'll meet there. What happened?
After we made landfall, you mean? I woke and Beadle was close by, swearing fit to bring Andra's wrath upon us a second time. We began to search for supplies. I came over this way in hopes of gathering some of that blood moss over there. I thought it might be of use. I imagine the Boars had the same idea.
So why are you out here? What happened? I'll look for Beadle.
I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
Yeah. New map discovered. Party gained 18 experience. South. Press the south button in the center of the screen, or use the Alt key. Selected characters.
Keep it down. I guess we're not the first to head this way.
I don't even know. I don't even know what good loot is.
My eyes are peeled.
Can't see a squat diddly.
Look.
How do I...
What do you need?
I want to do the magic. Oof.
Sure.
Sure.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah?
I'm not exactly sure how to always keep both characters together.
Leave it to me.
You dummy. You straight dummy. He's dead. I think.
Quickly and quietly.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Chill out, Beodul.
Bayadol. Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble.
Oh?
Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
I'll see them. I'll guide you through. Set off the traps prematurely with a heavy stone. Yeah, that one.
Clever, that. Though, it's a good thing none of them were of the exploding variety. Eld Ingram would have gotten a kick out of that, I bet.
Oops.
It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
We've got a campfire going on the beach. Get moving, you wasted enough time.
Then I'll head that way myself.
We got a campfire going at the beach. Helping hands.
Would you look at this? Got it.
Got it. So, how do I... How do I set off the trap like I just did? Or am I just going to have to actually set it off? No, I don't want to do this. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. Hello? Can I exit this screen? I don't want to use this. I don't want to use my skill yet. It's not gonna let me exit, is it? Also... Oh no, there he is. Cancel level up. Yeah, cancel it for now. how do I... Can I not do combat things outside of combat?
Leave it to me.
No, I can. Wait, did I just set a trap? I don't understand what you're doing. You failed to disarm the trap. You failed to disarm the trap. Oh, I see. So it's just constantly me failing to disarm the trap. Because I have no mechanics.
Hmm?
I get knocked out, but get up again. What? How did I level up? Where did that even come from? Characters' ability to discover hidden items is tied to their perception. Their ability to disarm the trap is based on their mechanic skills. Any character, including enemies, can trigger a trap. When it's activated, trap cause injuries to any character that hits them. I see. Okay then.
Sure.
I don't have any mechanic skills.
Wait, look there.
Oops, I went out of conceal.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave? Anyway, collecting his thoughts?
Yeah.
A dozen paintings, milled, red, and worthless, lined with all wall
That art
monks.
looks about as good as it smells at this point. Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
No problem.
No problem.
See and not be seen. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
My eyes are peeled. Let's go.
Tat wrecked.
Uh-huh.
Why not? First.
Oh no. My buddy. Oh, he's screwed.
Hey, we had some good times.
Sure. Sure.
All these bullets.
Pretty good, huh?
Mechanic skill too low. I'm somehow starting to think that mechanic skill is going to be really important.
All right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
Alright. I'm gonna save in a new save slot. Double new save slot, and I guess I'll give my character a mechanic skill. Passive buff. Intimidate. Diplomacy, bluff. Think streetwise. I don't know. I honestly no clue. And we can have so I can only have one skill per gain an additional weapon set. Arm bearer, do I want an additional weapon set? I think I want this so I don't get hit. Lockpicks. Lockpicks cost 3. Stash 8.
There. Done.
Got more loot.
Got it.
At least one in mechanic seems to be a good idea.
Leave it to me.
That's the beginning.
Hey, watch out.
What's that? Power. Once per encounter, empower yourself to refill half of your expended resource.
Let's go.
I got it.
I got it.
What do you need?
What are you buying?
Keep it down.
What are you selling?
Sure.
Steeper caves over here. The water here glows an eerie blue, and the cave glistens with reflected light. You can make out an opening in the cavern wall to the northwest, where the water flows onward. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply, but you cannot see where it leads. Send someone to scout ahead for air pockets. Swim through. Adventuring is tiring work. In addition to hazardous mortal combat, adventurers have walls. I know. Watcher only check. I have 0, so this isn't a good thing. Oh, whatever. I'm fine. Each taking a last gulp of air of the surface, your party swims into the tunnel, following the cavern walls as it bends. Partway through, Ida starts to lag behind. Panic sets in as the remaining distance becomes clear. Ronico returns to help, pulling Ida forward to safety. You come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern, where sunlight streams in from the opening in the stone. Cool. I did a thing. Although now I missed out on the chest on the other side.
You must gather your party before
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
The ghostly figure paces the length of a small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while her long cape flaps with a wind that blows in from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
She turns piercing purple eyes on you. She takes her hand and resumes her pacing.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwifts? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Looks like the rocks here did a number on your boat. That sneering little jerk with designs on my ship? Ha, no. I'm going to kill your boss the next time I see him. Hold on. Animancy tech? Soul manipulation. Banned from some nations. I don't know how to tell you this, Spirit, but you're dead. It's time you made your way to the wheel, Spirit.
I think I remember something about a boat. Yeah, and some screaming. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? What with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
Stay with me. I'll find a way to return you to the wheel. No kidding. I've always wanted a ghost friend. Do what you like. I'm a watcher. I've got spirity stuff covered. Sorry, my entourage is full. No kidding. I've always wanted a ghost friend.
And I've always wanted to be a ghost. Look at us, all in accords. We like two peas. I just hope you know where you're going, because I ain't got half a clue.
Me neither. The spirit tries to give you a friendly pat on the shoulder, but her hand passes through you. Unperturbed, she grins and walks along behind you. Foul burning stench from the sodden crate. Contents are rough. So I guess spirits are just like XP in this game. Enjoying the gameplay? Yeah, I like the dialogue a lot. The dialogue is very well done, and I like how it brings it all together. Swim through. I guess let's save again. Now I can actually attempt to disarm the trap because I have one mechanic at least.
It's mine now.
Oh.
See and not be seen.
Disarm the trap. Nice. That perception. That perception bonus. Alright, can I look at my items? He has a bow. 14, 17, 24, 17, 24. Principal hat. A torch. Oh, cool. Can use a torch. This is exactly the same. One-handed, medium, medium. 8-8, 4-4. Just looks different. Reflection, accuracy. Is that a pig? Pet? Additional effect, Cosmo, +1. Grants pet parry wide effect. How to use pig? Right click for details. Pet, Constitution. While Cosmo is following you around, you gain a bonus to Constitution, and your parry is more effective with healing spells and potions. I don't know how to use it though. Oh, I see. I equip it there. Cool. Minor healing. Still no sign of Benwith. How much longer are we gonna wait? The wet's already ruined half our take. And get your stinking construction under control. It's been hanging out by that crystal. I swear it's giving me the eye. light armor. I don't know if I want to use light armor. Okay. Did I just get level up just for being here? Just for existing? Leveling up? Or is it just reminding me, hey, you have a level up you can use? Oh, I see. Piggy, come on. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
How dreadful it is to see the Defiant brought so low.
People aren't supposed to be here.
I'll boil up some water. We'll have a spy at that leg of yours.
Should have seen me with that barrel, Angrim. I showed it who's boss.
Magrin gives some of us simpler trials than others.
Why not?
Hey. Sure.
I wish I didn't have to click on their feet.
What a mess. We'll be needing help getting the Defiant off the ground.
Do you know anything about this place? What do we do now? Do you know anything about this place?
We got turned around in that storm. Hard to be sure just where we are. We got turned around in that storm. Hard to be sure just where we are. We got turned around in that storm. We got turned around in that storm. Not much chance of us moving the ship on our own. Not much chance of us moving the ship on our own. But we're in charted waters. There's bound to be a town nearby.
They warned me strange things would come following you, Watcher.
Is the boat gonna be okay?
Good news, Captain. I found some supplies must have washed ashore.
Woo!
Even better. I've located some spirits. The mundane kind, I mean. Nothing that requires your talents, Watcher.
His eyes twitched and twinkled in delight. You seen any other survivors? What do you think we should do now? Do you know anything about this island?
Not a one. We've come away from this one limping, Captain, but we live to see the next battle through. It's just the lot of us now, Captain. You'd best head into town, see about supplies and repairs. Catherine here, I ken that much. Means we're a sight better off than we could be.
Alright.
Of course, it's surely pirate territory. They've a number of bolt holes out this way. I'd nae be surprised if that cave up north is one of them. Could be they lie in wait for us even as we speak.
With a twinkle in his eyes, bellies his foreboding tone.
I suppose we are lucky to have found land.
Alright. Let's see.
Theodore said you had to bail him out of trouble. Diverus? Was he crying? You can tell me.
Oh, quiet! You were under a damned barrel.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
I think that's the only thing over here. So the rest of the island must be over here. Across this little bridge. Save one last time. I might stop here and switch to a different game. We'll see. Seems like a good stopping point. Going on to like another area. Huh, I'm a little ant. Can't go in forests. Can just run around and look at the island. Oh, those are some giant feet. Scary. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Seems like a good stopping point overall. One more save. Okay. I'm gonna see what we switch to, but thank you everybody who came by for this sponsored Twitch part of the stream. I'm very much considering picking this back up in a couple days. This is pretty entertaining overall. But thank you guys again for being here. Thank you for enjoying the game with me. If you are just here for Pillars of Eternity, please hit the follow button. I'm a variety streamer, so we do a lot of different streaming type things. But thank you guys. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be switching over to a different game. I think I'm gonna do one of I'm gonna knock out 2 Switch games that I've been meaning to play for at least a little while. One of which is a game on Steam